I want you to give us a call back next week, same time, 8 o'clock. I got my new good friend, Samantha Agostino, ready to roll into the Scholastic Spotlight. Give us a call next week. Stay on the line. We'll get you all set up with your T-shirt. We'll talk more. Tommy from New Jersey next week. When we come back on a quick 60, the best part of the show, the Scholastic Spotlight, and we have an up-and-coming superstar from Clarkstown South, Samantha Agostino. Well, in 4th grade, I got yelled at by my teacher, Mrs. Fontaine. She said, Mike, if you want to be a if you want to talk about sports, then why don't you just become a sportscaster? I said, okay, Mrs. Fontaine, that's what I'll do. I was talking to Samantha Agostino the other day, a senior at Clarkstown South High School in Rockland County. I said, Samantha, when did you know you wanted to actually get into television? She said, well, I was in 8th grade. There was an instant connection, and when she walks into the Scholastic Spotlight tonight, you will see greatness. Samantha Agostino, by way of Clarkstown South.
Thanks, Mike. Hello, I'm Samantha Agostino, a senior at Clarkstown South High School, and what an honor it is to spend time in Scholastic Spotlight. This past summer, I had an incredible opportunity to witness a live burn. Clarkstown North High School donated their mobile units to New City volunteer firefighters for realistic training purposes. Let's take a look at this hot story.
Here with the chief of the New City Fire Department, Michael Graff. So where do you guys usually train?
Well, we're very fortunate to get a real building that we can burn because the characteristics of fire are very unknown. So to have a real live burn, the guys get an opportunity to experience the properties of fire. So we usually train either up in the fire training center with brick buildings and we set small little fires in them, or we train locally, you know, in establishments, but rarely do we get an opportunity to.
So what is the benefits of training here?
Again, being able to have fire do the unusual and be able to feel the heat and be in the fire and see the characteristics of firefighting, which they don't get to see. And you don't want them to learn the first time when someone's life is at risk. This way we just get an opportunity to practice and teach them.
Our school district recently signed on with the MSG Varsity Network. It was very exciting to go behind the scenes to understand all the hard work that goes into a school remote location setup. I was shocked to see how many crew members arrived at my school at 1 o'clock for a 6 o'clock game. I was there to get the scoop.
Joe Lombardi, the Regional Director of the MSG Varsity Network. How do you prepare for an event like this?
Well, Samantha, there's a lot that goes into it. We have a production truck that arrives here on campus for what we call the crew call, and that occurs about 4 to 5 hours before the game. And this allows the crew time to set up, to install all the equipment, to get all the wires running, to get all the cameras set up. So there's really a lot to get into it, and a lot in terms of setting up. And you may wonder, boy, why do you need all that time? Well, the reason is, in addition to all the things that need to get done, if there is an issue with wiring or anything, it can be addressed in plenty of time before the actual production begins.
How do you choose what events and games to cover?
We try and have balance in terms of what sports we cover. We try and have balance in terms of what schools are showcased. So there's a lot that goes into it. And then we also look at the matchups. Are they going to be competitive matchups? Are there rivalries that exist? Community interest. So there's really a lot of factors that go into determining what games we do.
I'm here with Jennifer Chiera, the girls varsity basketball coach here at South High School. How do you feel about MSG Varsity Network coming here to video tonight's game?
I think it's a great opportunity. I think that just for the county in general, I think that it's a good opportunity to expose high school sports.
Stay tuned on MSG Varsity Network, Channel 14 for more live coverage.
Well, that's all for today. I would like to give a shout out to my 8th period TV class and a big thanks to Mrs. Fishkin and MSG Varsity Network for giving me this opportunity. This has been Samantha Agostino. Now, Mike, back to you.
Sam, you were great. You know how Sam got in the spotlight? She had the guts to send out to her outreach people to get a tape so we could take a look at it, and there she was. Came from about an hour and 15 minutes away, popped up in our studio. Samantha Agostino. Sam, I'm so proud of you, and she got a huge standing ovation. Hopefully the next stop is either Penn State or Syracuse. Way to go, Sam.
Schoolers in our area have been proven there are many ways you can be socially conscious. You don't have to be a celebrity with a huge bank account or hold a telethon to help those devastated by the earthquake in Haiti. Hey, just ask Sean Day. The Clarkstown South lacrosse player saw those harrowing images on the news and decided there must be a way to use his athletic talents to do good off the lacrosse field. Our own MSG Varsity student correspondent Samantha Agostino has the story.
On January 12, 2010, a massive earthquake struck Haiti. It was the worst earthquake in the region in more than 200 years. Haiti is one of the poorest and least developed countries in the world, and thanks to one of my fellow classmates, Sean Day, Haiti will be receiving some extra help with this disaster.
Well, we're holding a lacrosse clinic for kids ages 8 to 14, and it's a fundraiser for the relief effort in Haiti.
When did you come up with this idea of relief?
In the few days after disaster in Haiti, I think it was January 12th, so around the 14th, me and my dad were watching TV and we saw everything going on, and we thought it'd be a great way to give back to the community and to the relief effort.
There's a variety of students here between the ages of 8 and 14 at the lacrosse clinic today. Not only are they having a good time, but they're participating in a charitable event. What made you come here today?
We're here to raise money for Haiti, for all those people who lost their families and homes, and we're very proud that we can raise money by playing lacrosse.
Are you happy that you came here today?
Yeah, I'm really glad that over the winter we can still play lacrosse, and it's a really good cause that we're doing.
How honored are you that your son is doing this outreach?
I'm proud of Sean and the whole team here and the coaches. I mean, it's not just one person, it's really the whole team that made this work.
When we heard Sean's idea, all the coaches, we were very proud. I read it on an email when we were down at the lacrosse coaching convention in Baltimore, Maryland, and I instantly emailed it out to all the other coaches, and I got a unanimous feedback saying we're there, we'll be there 100%, we're in.
For the past 4 years, Sean and I have walked through the same hallways here at Clarkstown South High School. I never really got to know him until today, and I'm proud to say that he is one of my classmates. From Clarkstown South, Samantha Agostino, MSG Varsity.
All right, thanks so much, Samantha, for that great report. And of course,